Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you a popular tutorial instructional tool, TED-Ed. I will focus specifically on United States history and how you can use this tool in US history lessons, but a lot of the resources and things that I show in this video and reasons for using TED-Ed could apply across different subject areas and grade levels. So what is TED-Ed? TED-Ed is a video lesson platform. It allows teachers to build lessons with opportunities for students to practice their understanding through multiple choice, and open-ended responses, all in one contained space. Videos are fairly short in length, about 3 to 9 minutes, and they're all housed in one location. So you're not sending students out to multiple places. You can build a whole comprehensive lesson all in one and monitor student progress in that one space. They are pulling most often from popular TED Talk resources. You can build in any video from YouTube and put it in this TED-Ed video platform and build your lesson from there. What's specifically unique about TED-Ed versus normal TED Talks is that the TED-Ed videos produced and housed specifically in this platform are designed for students and are even created by teachers. So using TED-Ed has some benefits there. Like I said, the videos are shorter. They're not your normal TED Talk duration that might be an hour or even longer in some regards. They're shorter so they can maintain student attention and focus. We know that students like to learn from video. Why not provide them that option? Furthermore, you can customize the questions in the TED-Ed. While a lot of the lessons and the videos that are on there come with questions created by teachers that are vetted by teachers and are pretty great, you can customize them to fit them to what you need. You can add outside resources, additional media if you need to, and your own customized questions so that it's tailored to your students and your audience. Because it's all in one place, you can monitor student progress from there and give them feedback. They're created and vetted by teachers. And what also is great about TED-Ed is that a lot of the focus of TED-Ed videos are things that go beyond just what a textbook might show, telling you some of those hidden gems and exciting stories that aren't usually contained in your textbook. The relative advantage of using a tool like TED-Ed is that it's a great video option for students. A textbook or a reading are very analog tools. There's one way that the information is being presented, or two if you count pictures. TED-Ed is great and really helps fit that learning problem if your students aren't engaged by just text resources. Multimedia like this might be something that's more exciting for students. It might even be more accessible to them. All the videos come with transcripts, closed captions, there's animations, and it even has the ability for a glossary afterwards to define the terms. So even though there's some text resources, there's a lot of audiovisual supplements there to support students, especially from a universal design for learning framework where they might need options in just the way the information is presented than just text. Other benefits and relative advantage of using a tool like TED-Ed versus maybe just reading a textbook or having your students do some research is that it's all contained in one place. And the videos are at a length and duration that is helpful for students. It's not as overwhelming as a longer video, and you can build in your own formative assessment checks within it so they're not passively watching, they're actively watching. And another element that's really specific to US history and social studies is that a lot of the resources on TED-Ed are for social studies teachers, and they tell those stories and events in history that are often glossed over in social studies textbooks. If you're a social studies teacher, you're no stranger to the fact that history in textbooks is written by a very small audience of people and usually does not show the diverse history and stories of people that we know lived through those events. TED-Ed does a very good job of trying to recruit educators and diverse groups to show those hidden stories and celebrate people that aren't often contained in the books and the resources we have provided to us in our classroom. So TED-Ed might actually spark some interest in your students and help them feel connected, and it might be more culturally responsive than the textbook materials you have in your class. There's some hidden gems and resources there that are forgotten if you just use your textbook in class. So this is be a great resource to bring into your classroom and might boost the engagement of your students and help them feel like history is something that's not just one story. So let's check out TED-Ed. I'm going to toggle over, and the first thing I will say is it's helpful if you go and make your own teacher account first. It is totally free, always will be, and it's helpful to do that. If you are really inspired by TED-Ed and you want to get to where you're helping them produce their content, that is something you can do, and you can apply or nominate yourself to do that. When you're on the TED-Ed page, if you're not a social studies teacher, you can search through all these different topics and lessons, and there's new ones that are added weekly, and you can subscribe to their email updates so you get the newest and latest ones. Whenever you set up your account, you do specify on there what age level that you work with and what subject areas, so you get ones that are tailored to you in your inbox. Since I've already done that, I'm actually going to go over and show you an example here that is specific to US history. So a way you can use this in a US history classroom is if I'm talking about the civil rights movement and I want to go just beyond the couple of figures that my students probably know about, then I can use TED Ed to supplement that instruction. I could set up some stations here, or I can set up a web quest or even a hyperdoc where my students have the opportunity to learn about different groups that were involved in the civil rights movement, and specifically James Baldwin. And this tells the story of him during the civil rights movement when he was the most popular author in America in the 1960s, but was being followed and tracked by the FBI. This is not a story that's contained in any of the history books in my school district or even our online textbook, but it's a really fascinating one and would resonate with our students. So what I could do is I could just use this lesson as it is. I could set this up as a learning station in my class. Maybe I have some general social studies resources and a couple of other stations, and this is an option my students can go to learn about this specific figure. Or I could just assign going to TED Ed and finding resources to my students themselves. So once I have this resource, it always shows me the video here so I can watch it and see the amount of time. This one's only 4 minutes. And then it gives me an overview here of what is included in this TED Ed lesson as it is before I customize it. So there's 5 multiple choice and then 3 open-ended answer questions. There's dig deeper activities. It takes students to other resources, primary resources, and texts that James Baldwin wrote. And then there's discussion questions as well that I can use as the teacher to spark further conversation and take this even beyond. So if I wanted to use this lesson, I could click customize and take it a step further than just what it was. So here I have the lesson title, the description as it is. I can edit that. And scroll further down, and this is where I can change some of these questions. All right. I can put in my own information if I wanted to, or change even more, and they're all timestamped for when they pop up during the lesson. So it's that active listening piece. Your students have to pause the video and answer these questions as they go through, which gives them the opportunity to practice their understanding based on what they just heard about in the video, what they were just shown. I could delete this question if I want to, or exclude it, so it's not required. Go through and change those settings, goes even further. And here are some of the discussion questions that I can use as a follow-up activity or add my own options here. So I can add my own links and resources and keep building this lesson so it's as dynamic and as comprehensive as I want it to be. Whenever I'm finished, I click publish. And then I get options here. So if I don't require the TED Ed accounts, then I don't have a way to effectively monitor my students' progress. But if I just want to use this as a supplemental resource, I don't have to. If I want to monitor my students' progress and see their answers, then you can have students use their own TED Ed accounts. You would have to register and have them join your class through a code, but that's how I would share my lesson in that regard. Otherwise, I'll just have them join through a link. So this is how you can use TED Ed. It is great, especially in terms of relative advantage in showing students the lesser known histories and making history more exciting and personal for them, and also providing students with a dynamic multimedia space for understanding and actively listening to videos that a textbook might not be able to provide. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you like using TED Ed.